I have nothing but time. What's going on with you? Yeah, no. I gotta go.
Red.
Yeah.
What is going on?
You know, just working hard, bringing in some money, selling tickets.
Selling tickets, raising money?
Selling tickets, raising money. How can I help you?
Well, I tell you what. I've seen all these people on Warhawks on Wheels except for me, you know, and I know it's already passed.
Do you want to do it?
Now?
Right now.
Right now.
Let's go right now. Let's go.
All right, Red, here we go.
Here we go. What's up, Warhawk Nation? It's your girl Red back for another episode of Warhawks on Wheels, and today we're going to ride around in this 2019 Nissan Titan Midnight Edition. Special guest and the man who approves my timesheets. Introduce yourself.
I'm Scott McDonald, Athletic Director here at ULM, Red.
Are you ready to get going?
Let's go.
Let's go. All right, Scott, so you're deeply rooted in the community of Monroe. You've been around. You went to ULM back when it was NLU. Tell me some of your fondest memories back when you were a baseball player.
Well, I think my fondest memory, Red, was 1983. It's the first year that we moved into the new baseball stadium, and we were fortunate enough to win the Southern Conference Championship and was the first baseball team at ULM to advance to an NCAA regional, and that's something that'll always stay with me for the rest of my life.
Scott, you've been making strides ever since you were just a student here, and now here you are, Director of Athletics. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, and I don't know about that, but it's about championships, Red. That's what we always talked about as a player, and that's what we're going to talk about as athletic director.
All right, I like it. So, baseball player, I swear, there's more superstitions when it comes to baseball than any other sport. I'm sure you had one or two. What was any pregame good luck rituals?
I have a few, but I think probably the one that stayed with me the longest is when I was 11 years old, I would stand by the dryer as my uniform would get dry, and I would put it on as things came out of the dryer. And I put on my socks first before anything else came out of the dryer. And I had a really tremendous game that day. And since that day, the first article of clothing I put on every day is my socks.
So it's not just a pregame ritual, it's a pre-day ritual.
It is, because every day is a game, isn't it?
Every day
is game day, and I put my socks on first before anything else.
New championships to win.
New championships.
Nice, I like it. Okay, so we definitely know that you have a lot of ties here in the ULM area. We were talking earlier about random facts, and you mentioned that you traveled a lot. So tell me a little bit more about that random fact of yours.
Well, I've been in 48 of the 50 states in the United States. Did a lot of traveling. Been on 80% of the college campuses in this country at one point or another, based on some work I was doing when I lived in Indianapolis.
Okay, what were the two states you haven't been to?
Maine and Alaska.
You should get on that.
Yeah, I think that's next.
Okay, so out of everywhere you've been, best food, best music, where's it really at?
Oh, Red, there's no question where the best food, the best music, everything. In fact, you know, I used to just miss Louisiana when I was up in Indianapolis.
And anything that would just make you think of, oh, this is home. Like, what kept you going? Like, what kept you tied to home?
There was a song that I used to play all the time that reminded me of home.
Can you cue it up?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's get it going.
I'm going back to Louisiana, to the girl I left behind.
All right.
You know I've been to Memphis, baby. I've been to Kansas City too. Love me like you do. Back to Louisiana, to that girl I left behind. You know she's my kind of woman. She's just my style. She knocked me out the way she looked me in the eyes. Back to Louisiana, to that girl I left behind.
Okay. I feel like that's a classic. It's a classic for the Louisiana heart.
Well, it just reminds you of the greatest country in the world, Louisiana. So, Red, what do you have me in here today?
This 2019 Nissan Titan, it's nice, isn't it? How
That's
comfy are these
unbelievable.
seats? They're so comfy. Or they got seat coolers, which I know y'all need in this Louisiana heat.
Yes,
I
we
know
do.
I need it in this Louisiana heat. And it has all the bells and whistles that you could have, like in the radio, the computer system, the Bluetooth, all of it.
It's outstanding.
It's outstanding. Nothing like my first car. What about yours?
My first car was a 1965 Mustang.
I don't know if my mom was up on it at that point. Okay, So any funny stories that go along with this 1965 Ford Mustang?
Oh, that was an unbelievable car. It's a great car, but you know, my dad used to buy these recap tires, you know, and they all had slow leaks in them, and I used to complain about the slow leaks. So he bought me a bicycle pump. So I would have to go out in the parking lot and pump up the tires ever so often so they wouldn't go flat. And so if you're on a date and you realize that you got to run out in the parking lot and pump up the tires real quickly before your date comes out and realizes what's going on, I would get back to the table and she'd say, "What are you doing? You're sweating." You know, and I'd be like, "Oh, it's just a hot Louisiana day." But had to keep those tires inflated on that 1965 Ford Mustang.
So you just have to play it cool with all your dates.
And had to do what it takes.
All right, Scott. Well, I really appreciate you coming out and joining me for Warhawks on Wheels today.
This has been exciting, Red.
Has it? I'm glad you've enjoyed it. When's the next time we can catch you around?
Well, let's see. We have a Warhawk Women Football 101 event July 30th at Bayou Point. And then, of course, our annual Pursuit event, which will be August 19th, also at Bayou Point. So we want everybody to come out and be a part of that.
All right. Well, I will most certainly see you there. But now I got to drop you off because I have a lot of work to get back to. You know what I'm saying?
I know that feeling.
Shall we give our fans back home a little talons out?
Talons out.
All right. Thanks again, Scott.
Let's go build some champions.